Angelo, one of the richest people in town, is asking money for Lakeview. Plus, representatives from San Angelo's TLCA joins the show to break some news. I'm Matt Trammell, and this is Live. But first, is your man a fan of Yellowstone? Inspired by Rip Wheeler of the hit series, this cologne embraces an ethos of rough and tumble, cool cowboy. It's a handcrafted fragrance with notes of desert verbena, yellow grapefruit, golden aspen, and Atlas cedarwood. A fresh and clean woody scent for everyday wear, the masculine stuff. It's only in San Angelo at Meyers Drug. They are more than just a pharmacy. It's the greatest gift shop in San Angelo. Meyers Drug at the corner of Beauregard and Chadbourne in the historic downtown San Angelo, or visit them online at meyersdrug.com. The San Angelo City Council Tuesday will consider taking TIRZ funding from Lakeview and spending it to remove the lettering on the Cactus Hotel in the South Tier Zone during its regular meeting. According to the agenda, the owner of the Cactus Hotel has requested $69,545 for facade improvements and the removal of the letters on the Cactus Hotel signs and replacements of the awnings around the hotel. The TIRZ board recommended funding at the request for that's around 75% at least, in the amount of $52,159. The San Angelo City Council will meet tomorrow morning at 8:30 on Tuesday in the McNeese Convention Center. That meeting is open to the public. It seemed this weekend in San Angelo that some people may have forgotten how to drive. Over the past few days, local law enforcement worked a number of crashes, including 3 major ones. The weekend kicked off with a crash involving an old-timey pickup. This 1950s Ford pickup was unfortunately crashed into, which may end its long, long life. Later that night, another crash occurred out on US 67. This crash involved 2 trucks, law enforcement, canines, and drones. According to the Texas DPS, this was a head-on crash caused by one vehicle traveling on the wrong side of the highway. The speed limit along this part of US 67 is 75 miles per hour. DPS said the driver and passenger of the truck traveling on the wrong side of the street fled the scene on foot. The 2 were not found last night and are still at large as of this afternoon. Luckily, there were no major injuries in the vehicle that was traveling on the correct side of the highway, but the injuries from the fleeing suspects are not known. Well, at least until they're caught. And finally, the last crash occurred at around supper time on Sunday on Loop 306, near the Unlimited Air Trampoline Park. Police have confirmed that the GMC Yukon crashed into the safety cables in the median, flipped over, and then was stopped after crashing into a light pole. Thankfully, out of all of these crashes, though, no major injuries were reported. A local business owner claimed to have captured a possible ghost sighting inside of her downtown salon this weekend. Owner of A-Rock Salon, Autumn Brockman, posted this video on her Facebook. As you can see in the top right corner of your screen, some type of orb seems to be glowing. Brockman claims that nothing is inside of that room that should be doing that. In fact, she says that there was another incident that involved a hairspray bottle. There are a number of haunted sites where ghosts have been spotted around the Concho Valley, including Fort Concho, the Naylor Hotel, and of course, the infamous Old Park Hotel in Ballinger. San Angelo has a new Sea Cadet Battalion. Sunday, about 100 Sea Cadets graduated from a special training camp where kids ages 10 to 18 practice swimming, marching, first aid, and a variety of other basic skills and workshops designed to develop leadership and, for some, future service in America's armed forces. The United States Naval Sea Cadet Corps, called the Sea Cadets, is a maritime-based youth program sponsored by the U.S. Navy and supported by the U.S. Coast Guard. Cadets train on naval bases and other military installments in a variety of military disciplines, always choosing adventure, seeking challenges, and stepping outside of their comfort zones to prove to the world that greatness has no age. This was the first camp organized by San Angelo's newly formed CPO, Stephen M. Mills Battalion, at the U.S. National Guard Armory. Graduation ceremonies were held Sunday at the gymnasium at Very Best. Sea Cadets augment the readiness of the U.S. Navy and Coast Guard by preparing youth for service in the U.S. Navy and Coast Guard. It is similar to the U.S. Air Force's Civil Air Patrol. About 65% of the cadets are interested in joining the military. According to the U.S. Navy, more than 500 former Sea Cadets join the United States Navy in a typical year, and about 10 to 12% of the graduating Sea Cadets will enter each incoming U.S. Naval Academy class. San Angelo's Mills Battalion was organized in part by the transplant to San Angelo Lieutenant J.G. Joka Hill, United States Naval Sea Cadet Corps, just this year. About 200 parents and well-wishers were in the audience to congratulate the graduating cadets. Even San Angelo's Police Chief Frank Carter was there. For more on the San Angelo's Sea Cadet Battalion, see the story later on this evening, only on sanangelolive.com. And finally, for weather this week, you better grab your sunscreen because the sun is going to be out. Over the next 7 days, highs will not be under 100 degrees. In fact, on Tuesday, experts are expecting a high of 108. If that is true, it could beat the record for hottest on that particular day. As of now, there is no rain in the forecast. And after the break, 2 representatives from the Texas Leadership Charter Academy, Assistant Superintendent of Academics Shakeah Hoffmann, and the founder and CEO, Walt Landers, joins the show and breaks some news about their expansion in San Angelo. But first, check out this quick message from Kanos, Diamond, and Coin. Anywhere else, Kanos, Diamonds, and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kanos, Diamonds, and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Cano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Cano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
We are talking to representatives of the Texas Leadership Charter Academy and about education. And Walt Landers, of course, an old San Angelo boy. We've known each other for a little while. And Shakeah is here. What is your last name, Shakeah?
Hoffmann.
Shakeah Hoffmann. Thank you, folks, for being here.
Good to be here. Thank you for having us.
Let's talk about TLCA here in San Angelo. Where are you? And you're expanding. Let's talk about that.
Yes, we have continued to grow. We're in 5 cities now, but for San Angelo, we've been located on 3 different campuses, and we're building out a new facility for the junior high that's actually in the current building, the old Barry's building that we purchased years ago. The elementary's there. Now we're adding the junior high on that campus and moving from the Jackson Street property.
And that's on TLC Way over there by the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Council facility.
Yes, our school is right behind that.
Okay, great. Shakeah, you're with you work on curriculum, and what do you have coming up? You've got some exciting STEM stuff going on.
Yes, sir. We were able to, with the proceeds from our San Angelo Gives campaign, we were able to fund STEM labs for all of our campuses. So elementary, junior high, and high school here in San Angelo, plus many of the campuses around Texas will also have STEM labs. And we have heard lots of excitement from our students and parents about the STEM lab. STEM, of course, integrates math and science and technology, all in a fun, interactive learning environment for our students. And so we are really looking forward to starting that program and really just helping it grow as much as we can. We also have some of our students participating in a cybersecurity program called Hack-A-Bit, and it's a coding competition. And so we have several students at our junior high that are going to be participating in that, and that kind of goes hand in hand with those STEM classes.
Fantastic. So y'all have a lot going on education-wise.
Yes, sir.
And of course, we can't ever forget that the Texas Legislature is going to meet in January, and that always comes with surprises for folks in education. We were talking earlier, and some security issues look like they may be on the table this time.
Yes, and really that's already being rolled out, under the governor's mandates and some things. And so, again, the world has changed, and security, we're just having to really take that to the next level. And so we're already currently implementing some plans to make sure that our campuses are going to be secure campuses, and we will be able to do everything possible to protect our students and our staff.
And TLCA has some unique programs here in San Angelo, and one of them we were talking earlier is the expansion of the Civil Air Patrol. Let's talk about that a little bit, because that could tie into ASU's flight program.
Yes, that was exciting to know that ASU had started that up, with their flight program. And I was sitting in a restaurant, and the server just in conversation, as far as where they were going, and they were going into that program, and coming from a different public school that had come in here, and wished that they would have known about Civil Air Patrol, because they would have been able to gain a whole lot of ground in being able to, for that flight time. Mm-hmm. And it's a direct auxiliary of the Air Force. And the thing that I love about it, in the junior high campus, we're implementing that during the academic day.
Okay.
And so it's kind of a double block. Kids don't realize it, but they're getting extra science and math that incorporates into the curriculum from Civil Air Patrol. But those students, they are out, participating and flying and learning to fly. And we've had kids, come right out of high school and moving on into some of those areas for flight.
That is really fantastic, especially out here. I being my age, I remember being in awe of space flight and the launches, and to see how that field is opening up now in the private sector. That getting kiddos used to and educated in flight and flying.
Well, on our campus, we're going to have flight simulators even.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing, and that's right here in San Angelo.
Right here in San Angelo.
Walt, Shakeah, what else is keeping you up at night about the education business? We're about a month out from school, isn't that right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, and again, just COVID, about, this time last year, we started seeing some of those numbers climb and kind of hit some of our campuses, and we keep thinking that we're going to get this behind us, and we've seen some more numbers start climbing again. And so we're just really praying that will just not interfere with school. Kids are already struggling and far enough behind from the last couple of years with all the pandemic and everything that's been going on. But, education, public ed, it's always a moving target. And so they're always, trying to improve and trying to implement certain things that they feel like will keep pressing towards higher education. And so we're just continuing to work with TEA to be able to do all that we can in our area to be able to help those kiddos that need a good quality education.
And one of those things, Walt mentioned higher education, and I just kind of wanted to throw this in. We have expanded our partnership with Howard College this year, and we are typically what we've done for the past few years is we have used Howard College for all of our dual credit courses here in San Angelo.
All right.
But we are expanding that across our district. So Abilene, Midland, Arlington, not Arlington because they're only K-8, and Cedar Hill campus will all be using Howard College for their core dual credit courses. And so we are really excited about expanding this program with Howard College and the strong partnership that we have with them. Everybody at Howard College is amazing. Their professors are great, and they have really helped us figure out the best plan for success for our students.
Okay. We could talk all day about education and taking care of the kiddos. Is there anything I have left out, anything that you guys would like to talk about?
Yeah, well, again, we're just, honored to be able to serve our community and all the communities that we're in. But for me, like yourself, hometown here in San Angelo, to be able to provide our district main office is here. We could have moved it wherever, but we've had that value to keep it here. And with a lot of those hires, serving nearly 4,000 students this coming year in our 14th year, and that going across the different areas of Texas, but bringing those jobs and those finances to San Angelo has also been very dear to my heart. And so we're thankful to be able to do that for our community.
Now, if there are parents or students out there kind of on the edge, maybe looking to go somewhere, maybe wanting to look at TLCA, how can they get hold of you and your campus here?
Absolutely. On our website or our social media pages, there's information for them to start the registration process. We are currently in the process of enrolling new students and then re-registering all of our previous students. Our enrollment team is working super hard in that, and because first day of school is August the 11th, so we are counting down the days, but we are very prepared, and we have a great team behind that process. So if you are interested in bringing your student to TLCA, please reach out, get on our website, social media, let us know. And if you know any of us personally, we'll talk your head off about how great TLCA is too.
Oh, that is absolutely fantastic. We're glad you're here. Thanks for dropping by. And will you come by and see us again?
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, great. Shakeah Hoffmann and Walt Landers with TLCA right here in San Angelo. Thank you all for being here.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back.
Learn more about these stories only on SanAngeloLive.com. Before we go, make sure to like us on all of our social media pages, and don't forget to tune in every day beginning at 4 o'clock for this very show. This has been another edition of Live Daily News. For all of us here at San Angelo Live, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.